guys, how you doing? It's Jeremy from Ithaka Media here. I just want to make a short video talking about my initial thoughts of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. I've had it for a couple of weeks now. So far, I'm absolutely loving this camera. I mean, it's easily, without a doubt, the best camera I've ever owned. I've had the previous Pocket before, which I really liked, and I shoot on the GH4, but this is a huge upgrade. So I just want to say a few things that I like about it. First of all, what I love about it is the image quality, and that's usually what it comes down to when you want to get a camera. I love the texture of the footage that I've shot so far. It's unparalleled to what I've shot before. It's just a beautiful look. Secondly, the great thing about this camera is it's just got so many options. What I mean by that, you can shoot in all kinds of codecs, in all kinds of frame rates, in different resolutions and everything. I mean, you can shoot, 4K DCI, Ultra HD, 1080p, shoot in RAW, shoot in ProRes Proxy, ProRes HQ, ProRes 422, you name it. So you've got so many options. And then when it comes to frame rates, you can shoot, even in 4K. So in 4K, you can shoot 25. If you're like me and you're in Australia, if you do 24 or 29.97 if you're in America. And it goes all the way up to 60 frames per second in 4K. And then if you want to go at a higher frame rate, you can still shoot that, but you have to downscale it to 1080p. Another thing I like about it is its low light capabilities. I haven't done extensive tests in low light yet, but I've used it a bit at night time and it looks amazing, much better than the GH4. So I'm looking forward to using it in low light settings in the near future. Another awesome feature about this camera is it's got an inbuilt LUT feature, so you can actually load LUTs into the camera, and you can not only can you view them while you're recording, you can also actually record them straight onto your footage. So that's really handy. I mean, if you just want to skip it, you can almost skip a step in grading for smaller projects where it's unnecessary, which is really helpful. But also, it's helpful when you're shooting something and you're thinking ahead and you want to see what it looks like with whatever LUT you want to use, and you can actually see it while you're recording. So that's really cool. And lastly, but not least, for its capabilities, it's a great price. I mean, it actually took me quite a while to get this. I had to wait a while after ordering it, but once I got it, it was great, brilliant. So to the cons, there are no cons. It's the best camera there is. No, only joking. There's not too many things I don't like about this camera, but if I were to name a few, the battery life is shocking. I mean, you don't want to rely on this battery. If you're continuously recording, it probably lasts you about 30 minutes at best. But I'm yet to try it yet. But just based off first impressions, the battery is not too good. So you do want to have some sort of external battery option for that. Like the original Pocket, the screen can be a little hard to see in sunlight, I found. It's nowhere near as bad as the original Pocket was, but still it's a little uncomfortable to use in that respect. Another thing that's not a major issue for me, but I tested shooting on RAW on an SD card, and it's a fast one. It's the SanDisk 95 megabits per second. So it's a fast card, and after a few seconds, it starts dropping frames. So it's unreliable to use RAW in 4K anyway using that card. It was fine in 1080p from what I could tell. It was able to cope with it quite well, but not so much 4K RAW. It struggled to cope. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to do a more in-depth review in the coming weeks and some other tests to come. There's a lot of features that I want to test out with this camera, and I'm just scraping the surface so far. Thanks for watching, guys.